Hi, Sister Scaleback, coming in with a response to Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works and gastricRose, who did a video today showing what was in her pantry. So I'm going to give it a go. Keep in mind, I live in an old dusty farmhouse. You're going to see some cobwebs maybe from time to time. I probably should have cleaned before I did this, but this is the real, true me. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so here's what's in my pantry. I wish I had a nice pantry like Rosemary has. Great big walk-in store, but just me and my hubby, and we just do these little cupboards here, which are kind of full. You'll see that I have a lot of, I love Indian and Pakistani food, so I have a lot of spicy mixes. Here's jalfrezi mix. Here's chicken tikka. I love flavor. I love spice. I've recently gotten into the chia seeds. Thank you, gastricRose. Very good. We do stir fries, so I do a little bit of noodle. My husband does more than I do. I've gotten into the gluten-free crackers, so when I have cheese and crackers, that's what I have. Hubby still likes the regular soda crackers. PB2, I don't use that very often, to tell you the truth, anymore. A little bit, but I've actually been using real peanut butter now, just a little bit, with my banana. A lot of spicy tomato mixes, canned vegetables, tuna, gravy. Every morning I have a English muffin, but I have only half of a slice with an egg, and I get the double protein oatmeal so that I get my fiber and my protein in. If I do have pasta, I try to do something that has protein in it, multi-grain, and I can only eat a little bit. Here's some dried cranberries, some Splenda brown sugar for my oatmeal. Oh look, I got hot chocolate for Christmas. It's Elvis, but I don't drink it. I just tucked it in there to save it. It's sugar. But some brown beans back there, which we actually make our own beans. My husband's great at making beans, so that's really my pantry. So in just a minute I'll show you my spice cupboard, which that is embarrassing because it's a mess. But you'll see just how much flavor and spice I love. I'm a very connoisseur of spice, if you will. So we'll get to that in just a sec. Okay, so here's my spice cupboard. We just take old spaghetti sauce or whatever jars that we have and we relabel them. So you'll see Cajun spice, turmeric, all kinds of curry. This is actually dried fried onion, which we put into a lot of our dishes. Chili peppers. There's ground cumin. Anyways, this goes way back. I don't know if you can tell because it's kind of dark. There's some, I think that's cornmeal. Here's some soy nuts. Of course, my stepdad's Greek, so I always have lots of oregano. I try to get fresh in the summer. Mustard seed. Oh, sorry, making a mess for you. Mustard seed. Gumbo. I love all kinds of spice. So I could go on and pull everything out, but then I'd have a mess on my hands, so I'm not going to do that. But you guys get the idea. It is packed in there with all kinds of different spices. And so yeah, whenever I make, I love garam masala, so whenever I make chicken, I always put a little bit of garam masala on there. And now for my fridge and my freezer. Okay, so now for my fridge. Let's see what we have here. We have, let's see if I can turn some of that. I'm really liking this almond fresh coconut milk. That's really good. A lot of pickles and beets and condiments in there. That's only because my condiment door is full. I do have the low sugar log cabin syrup. Don't use that very often, but I'm trying to get my hubby to. And then a lot of different, you'll even see I have a few boost shakes down there. That was when I was trying to do protein shakes. That was not working out. A lot of hot sauces. I love, well, a few limes here. Do a lot of limes in your stir fry. If you do stir fry, I do real butter as well, and cheese slices, processed. I know I shouldn't do that. What else? This here, excuse me, is like the best Greek yogurt salad dressing I've ever had in my life. I love that. Lunch meat. I'm not very organized, as you can see. Back there I have some leftover squash and cottage cheese, of course, salad fixings, 50-50 mix, avocados, eggs, of course, and what do we got in behind the milk? That's low calorie, 5 calories per glass cranberry juice, Greek yogurt and cheese. That's plain Greek yogurt that I use for cooking. If you're going to make sauces like butter chicken, which I should make my own because the jarred stuff makes me sick, you use yogurt and it's actually way less fat. Sour cream, full fat, because some things just have to have full fat. This drawer always falls down when I open it. Get a little bit of zucchini for the eggs and the omelets, cucumber, shredded cheeses, ricotta cheese for my quiches. I love making quiches. Yeah, let's see if I can get that drawer fixed. There we go. And then in the crisper drawers down here, a few ugly carrots and some romaine hearts. And then the other one, apples and lemons. I'm very disorganized. That's what this video makes me realize. Anyway, so that is what's in my fridge, the bottom half. And there is my condiments. And oh yes, don't forget for your stir fries, ginger. Gotta have ginger, onion, and garlic. I always do just the jarred, chopped garlic. But that's the base of any good stir fry. Okay, now for the freezer. The freezer has a bunch of garbage by the looks of it. No. Sugar-free popsicles, mixed vegetables, ground beef, berry mix, lots of frozen berries. Oh, frozen fish fillets, tilapia. Notice everything's falling out now. Some sugar-free freezies, some mushrooms, Brussels sprouts. Love the Brussels sprouts. I even froze some corn on the cob in the summertime because I was so upset that I couldn't have it. Excuse me for a minute. My surgery was in June, and then the sweet corn came out around here in August. And wow, was I ever upset that I couldn't have it, so I froze some. So whenever, you know, it's January, so whenever I start craving some sweet corn, I'm going to pull that baby out and have fresh off the cob corn. And then of course I have stir fry mix. So when I do make my stir fries and I use all those sauces, spices I should say, not sauces, I do the stir fry mix with it. Here's some frozen leftover turkey because I went turkey crazy for a while. Here's a couple of steaks and you know, stewing beef and that sort of thing. And these are some ciabatta buns that my husband loves, and they come in way too big a bag, so we have to freeze them up. In the door over here, we have some leftover Christmas cake, which is so sweet I couldn't have any. A little bit of more Brussels sprouts. Some frozen gravy from the turkey roll that I made. frozen chili peppers, some frozen banana, which goes great if you're going to make your own shakes, and more frozen banana, and some frozen grapes, which are also great for shakes, or just to pop in your mouth whenever you need a reset. And then a couple of frozen tomatoes for whatever sauce you might be making. Those look a little freezer burned, actually. Okay, so there's my freezer, and you'll see on top of my fridge I have the oatmeal. I have some rice and sugar in my containers here. Looking at my cobwebs, we don't want to do that. And some granola. All right, now for the deep freezer. Here's the deep freezer. Not much in here right now. I have some individually portioned chicken breasts. I have some more Brussels sprouts down there, some hamburger. I don't like those box steamers that have the sauce in them, so they've been there for a long time. Some more sugar-free popsicles, some stewing beef, some more corn. And then these things, keep in mind, stepdad's Greek. These are spinach and feta. It's called spanakopita, but they're spinach and feta cheese pies made with phyllo dough. The stats on these aren't the greatest, but it's a treat. So for a half of one, it's 170 calories, 6 grams of fat, 1 fiber, 1 sugar, 6 grams of protein. So protein's not too bad. They're not really that big. They're like as big as my hand. And then I have some chicken soup or turkey soup. I'm not sure which one. Frozen. This is all leftovers from all that turkey that we made. Lots and lots of them. And you'll see in the bottom, I have a ton of frozen tomatoes that I use in cooking. I also have, for my quiches, chopped spinach nuggets. Those are terrific. You just take out 3 or 4, unthaw them, squeeze the crap out of them to get the water, and then throw them in my quiche. And I also like an occasional roti, which is an Indian flatbread, and you don't use any oil. You just throw it in a non-stick frying pan to crisp it up on both sides, and then I use that to dip in my like butter chicken or tikka masala, or even stir fry if I don't want the noodles. There's actually 6 grams of protein in one roti, so that's not too bad. Carbohydrates are a little high though, so I don't have them very often. Also, some 12-grain bread, some naan bread, a lot of bread, and then some extreme high fiber tacos. And these are 5 grams of protein, 9 grams of fiber, so those are really good. Okay guys, so that's my freezer. So now you've seen me and how I live. I do have one non-weight loss surgery patient in the house to keep that. Oh yes, and dog food. Don't forget the dog food. So that's about it. I'll show you my coffee and stuff here in a second. Beside my stove here, I have my coffee. I buy this from Costco. It's $50. And there's, I don't know, 64 of these pouches, but each pouch makes a pot of coffee. So I get 128 pots out of this box for 50 bucks. It's not too bad. I have my coffee pot, my tea here. And then my husband is very big on tea, so he has all kinds of different teas here. That's my no sugar added hot chocolate that I just discovered. I love that stuff. Don't look at all the cobwebs and dirt here. But anyway, and then right above it is our cupboard with all of his teas, syrups, and cooking oils. And I say his because he's more into the tea. This is actually, we call it Greek tea. It comes from Greece, from the mountains, and it's full leaf, so of course you use one of those tea balls, but if you ever have a cold or the flu, this is like the balm to have. It's excellent. He has all kinds of, you know, steep tea. There's cherry pie, coconut calypso, that's good stuff. Of course, we have the Da Vinci syrup. That one's chai tea. Thank you, Karen Sorta Fairy Tale. Jerry's still loving that. And then, of course, we have all of our oils and sprays and white wine vinegar. That's probably balsamic back there. Yeah, balsamic. Extra virgin, some vanilla sweetener, more olive oil. This is vegetable oil. I don't use that very often anymore. But anyway, yeah, that's our oil and our flavorings and our tea. So that's really it, guys. I hope you enjoyed a look into my life. Oh, you see that Slim Fast back there? I should throw it away. It's like really old. And I haven't used it since way back in my pre-dieting days. So I don't know if it's there, but I'll throw it away. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. Okay, guys. I did it. Now it's your turn. What's in your pantry? Show me.